Hi, Shane here. You're watching Sam for God, and this is Mark. Check her out.
So hi guys, how are you doing? I have just come back from seeing the musical Happy Days at the Churchill Theatre in Bromley. It was this first preview and I was lucky enough to be there, so I thought I'd tell you a little bit about it because I really enjoyed it. I managed to somehow get a pretty cheap ticket for the first preview. I was on the first row of the circle, as you can see here, and the view looked really good at first, but then when you go back, there's this little thing that kind of blocks your view a little bit, but it was fine. I mean, I only paid about £12. Now, Happy Days is based on a TV show that was popular in the 70s called Happy Days. It was an American TV show. I never watched it, I wasn't familiar with it, but apparently it was pretty popular and I think a lot of British people actually know about it as well. And I somehow knew some of the songs in the show. I don't know why, I don't know if the songs were actually in the TV show, if it was just a musical. I don't know, I somehow felt like I knew it, even though I don't think I've ever watched it. Anyway, so the plot revolves around a guy called Fonzie. He was played by Ben Freeman. He's meant to be this kind of popular high school dropout kid that everybody kind of respects because he just looks good and he's a bit of a bad boy in a way, and I think Ben Freeman suited him really well. He looked the part, definitely, and he had the confidence and charm about him that the character needed. His voice was really good, his acting was great, I just really enjoyed him in this role. Then there's the Cunningham family, and quite a lot of the show has to do with them as well. The dad was played by James Patterson, and he plays Howard Cunningham. He was great, he was funny, he had a great voice, his acting was great. The mother, Marion Cunningham, was played by Cheryl Baker. I loved her in the role, she was brilliant. I think there's something likeable about Cheryl in general, and that was very obvious in this show. She has a great voice, her acting's amazing, and yeah, I enjoyed her performance, she was great. Their son, Richie Cunningham, who actually opens the show, was played by Scott Woe. I think that's how you pronounce his surname anyway. Sorry if I did it wrong. He was really good, and I believe this is his first professional show since he graduated from drama school. And at times you could tell that because I don't really know why he wasn't as confident as the other performers, and I feel like his voice struggled a little bit in some of the songs, but having said that, his performance overall was really, really good, and I think his acting in particular was spot on for his character. The sister's played by Emma Harold. She was fantastic, always in character and very funny as well. Then we've got Heidi Range, who's the other star performer in the show. For anybody who doesn't know, Heidi Range used to be in the quite a popular girl group called the Sugababes. I actually saw her live with the Sugababes a couple of times and I thought she was pretty good. She was probably my favourite member in the band. Anyway, she plays Pinky in this show and I was very surprised at how good she was, and I don't know why. I think I just didn't think that she'd ever done any acting before. I'm not sure, maybe she has done some acting. But as far as I knew, she's always been more of a singer, and so I was quite surprised at how good her acting was. I thought she was very believable in the role, and her singing was great as well. She has a great voice. The chemistry between her and Ben Freeman was really good as well, I thought. And yeah, in case you didn't know, there's a bit of a romance going on between Ben Freeman's character Fonzie and Heidi Range, Pinky. The show's set in the 1950s, in America, Wisconsin to be precise, and the sets really reflected that. So I thought they did a great job with the sets. Watching the show, I really felt like I was in the 50s somehow. I mean, this is a touring production, and despite that, I thought the sets were very clever. A lot of it is done in a diner called the Arnold Diner, a typical American diner that we've all seen before in films and maybe in real life as well. That diner looked really cool, it looked very authentic to me. And yeah, by the way, one of the main stories, one of the main plots in the show is about trying to save this diner because apparently the Arnold Diner is going to be turned into some shopping mall and they want to save it, and I think Fonzie is one of the main people who wants to save it because he's always been known as this big clever guy who's always strong, who never shows any weaknesses. And then Fonzie's character throughout the show kind of realises that he's not always strong and he's allowed to feel a bit weak sometimes. He's basically the one who goes on a journey in the show. He's the one who learns new things and learns new things about himself and life, and yeah, that's probably why he's the main character, I'd say. I enjoyed the show, I thought it was really good. The cast was good, the songs were catchy, very 50s kind of music, which I actually like. The choreography I think was amazing. I think that's probably the last thing I want to talk about. It's done by Andrew Wright, who I'm a fan of anyway. He did the choreography for the recent production of Singing in the Rain in London, and I absolutely love that as well. But yeah, all the dance numbers in this were very slick, very energetic, very fun to watch, and they're all performed by a very talented cast and ensemble members, so yeah, I really loved it. If you like Grease, or Dreamboats and Petticoats, you're definitely going to like this show because it's a mix of those two shows, I think. It's nothing special in my opinion. I mean, there wasn't anything in the show that I'd never seen before in musical theatre, but it's a fun, feel-good show, and considering this was only the first preview, I think it can only get better, and all the performances are obviously going to get better as well. Because it was the first preview, the producer of the show, Amy Ansell, actually came on stage before the show and said a few words about the show and what it means to her. She's been working on this project for about 4 years, according to what she said tonight, and she seemed very proud of it, and I think she has a really good show, so she should be proud because it was good. I mean, like I said, first preview and it went really well in my opinion. So yeah, this tour is going to quite a few different places in the UK. If it comes near you, I think you should definitely give it a go. If you want a fun night out, this is definitely right for you, in my opinion anyway. I'll put the link to the touring website in the description below, and so yeah, hopefully you can go there and see if it's coming anywhere near you. Also, if you've managed to watch this far, I'm now going to show you a clip from the dance numbers after the curtain call, the finale if you like. And weirdly enough, the audience were actually encouraged to do this. I mean, after the cast took their first bows, Ben Freeman, who plays Fonzie, announced that people should now stand up if they want to and dance or take videos and pictures and stuff and put them on Twitter. So I think that's a really clever way to promote the show, and I don't know if it's only for tonight because it was the first preview, if it's going to be something that's going to happen at every show. But regardless of what it is, I did manage to film a few minutes of it, and here you go, I hope you enjoy it.
Passionate and smash. I was a child on the streets. The school of our nights was my only school. The clocks got so light on my plate, but I messed up my feet. Snap your fingers and the sun breaks through the gray clouds. Snap your fingers and the music starts to play. Crowds gather all around. Center stage where I belong.
Right, so as you just saw, this is a very fun, high energy show. So if you like that kind of thing, definitely give it a go. But yeah guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!